Hi guys, welcome back to Manc Pod. I hope you've missed us. We are back in the studio. AKA Grace's office. And we're here to update you. We have been very busy, haven't we?
We're back to work, guys.
Back to work.
After our trip to Ibiza.
I don't know how we did that.
What, straight back in?
Straight back in, no days off.
We fell from heaven. That's all I have to say.
Kate, no, we crashed. We crashed down. We crashed down from heaven.
We did. Straight back into it. And
yeah,
dear God, don't we know it better? Don't we know it?
I have never felt anything like it. I didn't know where I was or what I was doing for the past week.
But it's been 2 weeks since we went to Ibiza.
I know,
which is wild because it feels like it was 2 seconds ago.
And I'm still mourning it.
Same.
I want to take it back.
Same. But we're back to it. We're back to the grind, which is, listen, it keeps you humble, doesn't it?
Until the next one.
Yeah. Which we're already planning.
We embarrassed ourselves enough to leave Ibiza with memories so that we can have a couple of months away.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, a couple.
And
I'm already wanting to go back.
Same. But what I will say is, like, we still love one another. And that is great because we see each other a lot now. We do the pod. And then to go on a weekend away together.
We're not sick of each other yet.
Still not sick of each other. And I love that for us.
Love you.
But since getting back, Liv's was jetting off again, Judith Chalmers.
Literally 4 days later, I went to Milan.
But you were a bit poorly, weren't you, going into Milan?
Just a bit, babes. Because of you spreading your leg everywhere.
And I will name and shame.
Yeah, we all got really sick after Ibiza, guys.
Yeah.
I think it isn't exactly the most antibacterial place in the world ever.
Those jacuzzis in
to begin with, so having the germs, but at least they were Grace's germs and no one else's. But we did end up all having the same germs. So I just had to not necessarily thrive, but I was surviving for 4 days, and then got to Milan. Yeah, magically though, the heat makes it disappear.
The heat, the pasta, the croissant.
The funny thing about that, isn't it, that it just disappears as soon as you get off the plane. It's like it hits you like.
Yeah.
Okay, no longer ill.
Healthy.
Glowing. But yeah, no, I had to actually fully dose up. It was the most unsexiest first wedding anniversary weekend ever. So we went to Milan for our wedding anniversary. We got married last year. If you don't already know, everyone frigging knows about it. Because it's all I ever went out on about. But if you've never been to Milan, please, I beg of you, make sure you go. I think 2 nights, 3 days is maximum you need to go for, unless you want to travel around other areas in Italy. So we went for just a weekend. We got a super duper cheap flight. So we found a gorgeous hotel, and we stayed in a place called Duomo. And it was I'm not joking, you could see the cathedral from our bedroom window. Gosh. It was unreal. But yeah, we just crammed in a lot. We got the flight at like 6 a.m. Went to the airport, Italian airports are gorgeous, by the way.
Are they?
The shops are, if you're going to go with some money, because they're all designer.
Yeah.
It's a fashion capital. Gotta go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Duomo is the place to stay, and we went shopping. We had good food. I had some Aperol Spritz looking at the Duomo. I think I can say it, Duomo Cathedral. And yeah, our feet was very sore.
Oh yeah. But can you give me some highlights, please?
Highlights has to be eating in front of the Duomo. Going shopping in lots of different shops. Like Zara over there is impeccable.
Do the clothes just feel better because they're in Italy?
They look better. They feel better. Everyone dresses really chic. It's just cool. Yeah. And we went to the rooftop of Duomo. And then what else did we do? We went for some really good food. Just loads of really good food.
Any restaurant recommendations?
I probably have a few, but I can't remember them. But I will definitely get some places and post them, because we went to a really good. The thing about Italians is gelato. They do not mess around. There's a gelato shop on every street corner, and it is delicious. So even if you're really full after a meal,
you can fit one in.
Yeah, cheeky. I actually think we went to this really beautiful mall. It's an indoor mall, and I think they shot the Wonka film in there.
Did they?
You know the kind of like roll up, come and get your chocolate. Yeah, that one.
How weird is that? Because I watched that film for the first time this week.
How weird.
Yeah.
I was stood there.
How weird.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. We are becoming one.
We're literally peas in a pod.
Peas in a pod.
Peas in a podcast. Cheese. So what have you been up to?
Gosh, what have I been up to? So last weekend I took Jamie away for a nice little weekend away.
Yeah.
We just went to Lancaster.
Stunning.
Jamie's favourite place to go out. I think we've just got some really good memories there from when we first met. We used to go on the train.
Cute.
Because it's direct from Leyland.
Yeah.
And we would just have a few drinks. And it was just really nice. Like, there's some really nice pubs on the canal. So dead sweet in the sun, you know, having a drink. There's a really nice pub near the train station called the Merchants, which is
Cute.
really nice. In the winter, you just go in and it's like little
cozy
cave. Yeah, dead cozy, really nice. So we did
was it
that.
warm? I can't remember.
It was warm.
Was it?
Was warm, yeah. But it was really nice. And the hotel we stayed in had a really nice spa. So we went in there, went in the outdoor jacuzzi. You know, basically, it was feeling neglected because all I do is spend my time with the girlfriends in the summer.
Of course.
And obviously, I'd been up to Ibiza.
Yeah.
And before that, I'd been away with some other girls.
Feel you.
And before that, we'd been on a stag do. And it
no
was
you
just
time.
so busy. And then obviously working so much in between, especially because I'm kind of in a new job over the summer. So you kind of, you know,
just quality time.
Yeah, so I think you just needed a bit of grace, love.
Yeah.
Which is
we all need that in our lives.
It's totally understandable.
Got to share that love,
got
baby.
to share that love with my husband. So he needed a bit of grace.
I feel like fun was exactly the same, to be fair.
Yeah, he needed Milan.
He needed a bit of Milan. Milan love.
Yeah, Milan live.
Milan live.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was living my best life.
Oh, yeah. Honestly,
me on holiday is not the same live that you get in Manchester. I'm sorry, it's not. And if you say that you are, you're lying.
Same. We were just saying before that, obviously back to Ibiza chat, we will give this up at some point, but when you get off the plane in Ibiza, and maybe it's just a girls' trip, but it's like someone sprinkling some golden dust.
Yeah, it's like fairy dust.
Fairy dust.
And you just ooze a different kind of like
confidence,
atmosphere,
sexiness,
vibe.
Girliness. It's just, oh my God, you just have
I think you just get so giddy as well because you're with your girls.
Yeah.
Like you're just in your own little world and your own little bubble.
Yeah, like I feel like you can just be yourself.
100%.
Which I absolutely love. Because in work, I feel like I am the same me wherever I go. Like, you know me, Jamie knows me, my family know me. I feel like I'm the same person. Yeah. But in work, I do try to be
more professional.
Yeah. You know, I try not.
Always.
I try not to, you know, call everyone
cross
babe.
a boundary. Yeah.
I try not to like, you know, just be as, I guess, informal as I am in real life.
Yeah.
But I struggle because I'm like, this is just who I am.
Because you're a warm person.
Yeah, like if you're not
take it or leave it.
If you're not in for someone who's going to chat to you about what I've been up to at the weekend or like just,
I am nosy though. I want to know what people have been up to. I want to celebrate other people as well. Like if people have been away, I'm like, oh, buzzing.
And I want to know what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
We've spoke about this before.
Yeah.
I'm nosy. I like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how we connect. And in work, people also have lives outside of work. And I feel like if I get to know you and what you're doing outside of you know, your work life, then it means then in certain occasions,
bond, don't you?
Yeah, you can bond and we can go out for a drink and we can have a laugh and we can talk about stuff.
Yeah.
When I'm out, especially if we're out with work people, I don't just want to sit and talk about work.
No, I don't.
Oh, like we talk about it all
when you do it like all the time and you're doing such long hours as well, like the last thing you want to do then is spend your weekend talking about it.
I think for us as well, because like
all
each
our
job
friendships
that
as well come from
exactly. And then each job we do because we're freelance, it's different.
You mingle with so many people.
Yeah, and there's always new things to talk about, new things to talk about in good ways, in bad ways, and you're like, oh God, this has happened, that's happened. You know, maybe in jobs where it's a bit more same Monday to Friday, and you kind of like, oh yeah, you know, Susan's done this and Tony's done this or whatever. Like, you know, it's just the same. Whereas because we're in new jobs all the time, it's like, oh my God,
every like few months it's like different teams.
Yeah, it's like high alert. Oh my God, like I need to tell you this, I need to tell you that. So yeah, anyway,
it's good though because you get to like learn a lot about lots of different people's like upbringings and backgrounds and where they're from, what they're like.
Yeah. Although in saying that, I do care less these days. I don't know whether it's like a growing up thing.
Age.
I care about my friends and I am interested in, you know, when I start a new job, getting to know people and understanding, oh, you're married, you've got kids, like you've got.
I think you just don't have the same time that you used to have.
Yeah,
though.
I think so. I think
That's the thing.
like outside of work, when I finish work, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I want to go home to my husband, to my dog, like to my friends,
to
my family. I don't. Whereas back in the day, I'd be like, should we go for a drink after work? Whereas I'm not really like that anymore, unless it's with my friends.
Yeah.
So I guess I care less about really understanding
loads of things about people.
Yeah. Unless I'm like, okay, we I feel like we connect and actually we're going to move forward and be really good friends. And to be fair, my new team are lovely, but then they always bloody are, and that's the problem. And then I end up with loads of them. Yeah. And then I'm getting.
You're still staying in touch with everybody as well. Like you've got to try and stay in touch all the time. It's hard.
I have made a decision though. I'm getting a work phone. I can't. Yeah. I'm getting a work phone.
It's like non-stop.
It's non-stop.
I know.
I've got to be able to turn off.
I mute a lot of groups.
Yeah, it's good.
I do mute a lot of groups, and not just for 8 hours. I'm talking a week. Yeah. I dip in and out of things when I want to dip in, and when I choose to dip into it, because otherwise, you just don't get any rest.
I archive.
However, it blew my mind, and you know who you are. One of our friends keeps her phone permanently on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah. But did you know, because that same friend also taught me that you can personalise your Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, I do it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can do it.
I just thought a Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, but I've got that, but like, I just think that's wild to me to just be permanently on Do Not Disturb. Yeah. That means you'll never get phone calls from anyone, and we cannot do that for our job.
No,
The only time my phone's on Do Not Disturb is if we're filming and I'm on the floor.
Yeah. No, mine is never on it. But what I did do is basically stupid. I put my Do Not Disturb on, but then basically added everyone. So everyone can stay on that list, so it is pointless. Because I was like, yeah, but that person might need me. That person might need me.
I'm not on this list.
You're on that list, yeah. So all the girls are on it.
Yeah, basically.
All the family's on it.
Yeah. In case of emergencies.
In case of emergencies. I'm like, look, that person might need me.
So Do Not Disturb is now Disturb.
Basically, if you're on this list, you can disturb away, yeah. So yeah, I'm my Do Not Disturb.
But that is wild to me. Like, I have never, if you ring my phone, I will answer it straight away. Yeah. There isn't, it's very, very rare. My phone has got to be, I'm either filming or there's something wrong if I don't answer. I'm not going to plant the scene now. But like there's 2 people in my family that will always religiously, absolutely 100% answer the phone in our family, and it's me and my dad.
Yeah.
And I know that as long as I can, like, quick time get to my dad always answers.
Yeah.
If I need to get an answer from my mum,
call your dad.
10 to 14 working days. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Sass, she's a little bit better, 3 to 5 working days.
No.
But anyone else,
yeah,
straight away.
Yeah. I am definitely a 2 minutes or 2 working weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
To be fair, messages, WhatsApps.
Yeah.
Like, I think I went for dinner the other week and my friends were literally saying, like, they were like, oh my God, how many WhatsApp have you got? And I was like, don't look. And they were like, no, but how do you deal with that?
Yeah.
And it's like 100 and something. I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But I can't respond all the time. Yeah. Like, I am busy.
This is a thing. And do you know what I do? And I genuinely do it out of the goodness of my heart. I'll just not read a message because I don't want you to think I've read it and I'm not responding.
Oh yeah, no, I sometimes read and unread or just don't read it because I need to come back to it, but then I forget.
And this is a problem because then all the messages bob in and then you're like, I've not heard from that person, then I'll scroll through to try and find them to message them. And then I realise, shit, there's an unread
2 weeks
and
ago.
It's them. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I am bad for that.
I am really bad.
Calls, fine. WhatsApp's next level. If you need me and it's urgent, then...
I believe as well, I think there's this new thing on WhatsApp where you can lock chats. So we'll have to look into that, yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know.
I can pin chats. So, like, obviously I've got a few, like, basically you can have 3 pins at a time. So I've got my family chat, porn and you, and that's it.
Yeah, great.
And basically it's just because I can't be arsed scrolling all the way down to find who I need to speak to.
It's a good idea, that.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
But apparently, I'm sure you can. I heard it on the radio the other day that you can lock them. So I don't know whether it's like you lock them so if messages come through, they don't come through to you, and then you can unlock it and then they'll start again. I don't know. I'll look into it.
But I think there's so many things like this weird now. So basically, I was messaging like a vendor, a supplier, whatever, on Instagram about something. And for some whatever reason, I was sliding up the message. I was sliding down the messages to find something, sliding up the messages to find something. And when I was sliding up, it said disappearing messages have turned on.
Yeah, weird.
So if you can have disappearing messages on WhatsApp and Instagram now, but I don't like that. I need to know what was last said.
Yeah.
Because I can't even think about what I had for breakfast this morning.
I don't know why.
You would need that.
If you've got that on,
it's memory though. It's a
is
memory
it?
thing. Because when I got my phone and it wiped out all my messages, it is because it didn't back up enough data. It didn't have enough memory to save it all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have. So it is probably worth doing.
If you have this, 24-hour message thing, if it's not for data purposes, tell us why, because in my head, it's a bit like Snapchat. It's a bit sneaky, that.
Yeah. There was people still use Snapchat.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
I know.
I can't believe it's still being used.
I know.
I don't understand what it's being used for, though.
Well, just to chat.
Dirty pics.
I don't think it is just dirty pics, but if you've got it, then you're sending dirty pics. Yeah. We know it. Sneaks.
Speaking of dirty pics, back to your weekend. You went to Lancaster.
Oh, yeah.
You wore a very sexy play suit, which I freaking loved.
Thanks so much.
That looked really good.
I did want to wear that in Ibiza for Ants, but I had my other outfit.
You would have been too hot in that, babe.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have been way too hot.
And I wanted to maybe get a bit of colour, so I couldn't wear it. It was very bold.
Colour is definitely something that we got because I started peeling.
I don't know.
And I've never peeled in my entire life.
We discussed this. If you're going to sleep on a boat for 8 hours, then you're going to peel.
I did not sleep. I was catnapping. 20 winks. Promise.
It's funny because when people were putting shit all over Liv's face, I didn't know.
That's the world.
So cute. We love it. Yeah, I did. I wore an outfit and I took 2 outfits to Lancaster because I was like, I really want to wear that. But
spicy
I was like,
weekend.
Yeah, spicy.
With the hubs.
And I was like, if I wear that and then I'm just not feeling it, I need something else to wear, because if I'm not feeling it, because I always
overpack. I'm an overpacker.
If you are going with a bold outfit choice,
100%,
and you're not feeling confident, take it off, because you're gonna it's gonna be embarrassing. People are gonna stare, and people did. Literally, there was a man. He could not take his eyes, and he was with his son. I'm not joking. Walked up the stairs, and the whole way I was like, like side eye, like, what are you doing? And he's just staring at me. And then there was like this little,
because he's probably looking at your juicy bottom that was like basically see-through.
You
were wearing just pure underwear underneath that bad boy. So I'm not even joking. You left nothing to the imagination, and he enjoyed that.
Yeah, he did, because then there's like this little hole in the wall upstairs, and he just went and stood in that and just was looking down, and I was like, okay, fine.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Even his son must have said something, surely.
I mean, his son was only like
a baby.
Yeah, he's like maybe 4 or 5. But I was like, okay. So I was thinking, okay, well, this is probably a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
But I downed a vodka because I was like, I need some Dutch courage right now. But
100%.
I was like, I'm going out, I'm feeling good. Put my full glam on, like I'm going to feel good. And in fact, I think in every place, even we popped into Primark because Jamie needed a belt. And as I'm walking through, people were stopping me being like, oh my God, you look amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you did look amazing.
So it was nice. But I was like, I kept saying to them, it's bold, isn't it? And they were like, it is bold, yeah. I was like.
And it was a daytime thing?
It was day to night, yeah.
Day to night.
It was like late evening. Well, early evening, so probably like.
Did you go out clubbing?
6? No, we didn't. Me and Jamie don't go clubbing.
I know. Well, I was thinking, like, did you, because it's day to night, did you go in like a couple of pubs and bars. And then headed into like the nighttime vibes?
Listen.
Did you stay over?
We did.
Yeah.
We don't club.
No.
We like a nice 8 hours sleep.
Where did you eat? Because you said there was a good place.
Oh, we ate in this place called the Quarter House in Lancaster. I'd booked 2 places and I was like, which one? And then I went on the Quarter House Instagram and I was like, oh, the food looks so good.
Yeah.
Like earlier in the day, they had this French toast with chocolate and pistachio, like buttercream,
like the Dubai chocolate thing.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that looks gorgeous. And then, so yeah, I was like, we're going to go here. So I cancelled the other place, went to this place. It did not disappoint. If you go to Lancaster, go on a little date night, go to the Quarter House. We have this surf and turf. So up there with, definitely the tastiest prawns I've ever eaten. Tastiest scallops. And the steak was unreal. Impeccable. We had this like hot honey cauliflower, stunning. It was just gorgeous. And the French martinis,
delicious.
Delish.
Oh my God, you're making me a mouthwater. Like,
well, you've not had any tea yet.
I know.
You need to get yourself home.
I've
Get some salmon and veg.
Listen, I have not been healthy since we've been back from Ibiza.
That's
I
okay.
have been so off because I've not managed to do a food shop. I've not managed to get my life together. However, I have been to the gym, so
Well done.
yeah.
We know the gym
Yeah.
is the way forward.
To be fair, I love the gym. I don't do it for physical reasons as much anymore. I do it more for the mental. Yeah. This is the thing, like, this is when it changes your life, is when your mental state flips and you do it literally just for your mental health, not for your physical. Because I feel like if I don't go to the gym, I'm not in a good way. That basically is it. Whether that be a walk, a run, being on the bike. I could watch Love Island whilst I'm on the bike. Like, anything is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think, like, once I've been, I feel like, okay, I've done my time. That was my me time.
Yeah.
Away from everything, away from life, away from dealing with shit, away from dealing with whatever you got going on. I just think like that 1 hour.
I agree.
Good.
I feel like for us, we're just in a habit now. So
Yeah.
now
Many years. It takes many years. But this is what I'm saying about the flip.
Yeah.
At first, it's like you go to lose weight and then it flips.
Yeah.
It's like a bug situation.
Yeah. Or you go to tone up or
Yeah.
whatever your purpose is, you go with a purpose.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, I'll say it again. The thing that keeps me going, even when, well, now it's habit, but the thing that, even when, you know, you come back from holiday and I'm thinking, oh, I really can't be bothered, is the thought that if I go and do literally just something, if I
shown up,
if I walk on that treadmill for half an hour,
you've done something
on 3.0, the slowest walk, that is better than me sat on my ass eating
Yeah.
chocolate at home.
Can I just point out though, the day that we got back from Ibiza, this mad
That's true.
sod took a picture whilst on the freaking treadmill. Who does that?
I know.
I mean, I'm not lying to you. My hangover on that Monday was very, 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 very sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, one wrong knock and it would have come out. That coach drive to the airport was not for the weak.
I know.
It was not good.
That whole coming home.
I still have like nightmares about it because I just think, I feel like and you got your suitcases in the back and you know you're going home and you hate it and you've had the best weekend of your life and you're miserable because you're going home.
Yeah.
But then also you're happy because you want your own bed. You want your home comforts. You want to see your loved ones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, when I got back, Jamie went, "Want to go to the gym?" And I was like, "No." But then, because I'm competitive and I hate this about myself, I'm thinking, well, he's going to go to the gym, and I'm going to go to the gym then.
Yeah.
Well, if he's going to the gym, then I'm going to feel like shit for not going to the gym.
There's no excuse for
so
you
I'm
not
going to
to
have
go.
to come.
That would have been me.
So we went to the gym, and I said to him, "Don't expect anything." I said, "I'm going to come." I said, "I'm going to walk slowly on the treadmill. I'm going to come."
I don't know who you're talking to, him or yourself.
Yeah, me,
because definitely yourself.
Yeah. And I was like, if I happen to land on a weight, I might do
the weight land on you more bloody hell.
I had to do machine-based weights that day.
Literally.
There was no free weights going on. It was very relaxed. And then we went in the plunge pool because I was like, well, probably need this.
You feel a bit better for it, yeah. But you don't have a personal trainer, do you?
No.
I do have a personal trainer and I feel like that keeps me accountable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't think I'll probably go as much.
Yeah.
And it is something that I have now incorporated into my like overheads in terms of like monthly stuff.
That's really good.
Yeah.
See, I have beef with personal trainers.
Go on.
And I'm sorry if you're a personal trainer, come at me, but I don't think I'm wrong here.
Go on.
So I've had many personal trainers over the years.
Yeah.
Many, many, many. I would say out of all of them, there's only 2 that I would go back to or that I like. One is one of our good friends.
Yes.
So part of the joy is that she's a friend.
And you see her. It's social.
Yeah. So I love hanging out with her.
And she gasses you up.
She's great. She's great. And she'll also like give me a bit of shit.
Yeah.
And that is what I want.
She's no longer a personal trainer, guys. Otherwise, we'd still be there.
Yeah, we would.
Unfortunately. We would be promoting otherwise.
We definitely would. So, because she'd be like, what are you doing? You need to lift heavier. Like, she'd be on my case. And also, because I could whinge her about what I've hated before.
Yes.
She'd like...
tailor it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, like, she likes strong girls. And it's not the strong girl club, not the, like, losing weight situation.
Yeah, exactly. So, I really liked her. And then there was, like, another guy that I had. And he was really good. And again, I don't know, I just felt like he cared. And I think that is my biggest beef, I think, with most personal trainers, is that they care until they've got your money and then they don't give a shit. That's what I've got over the last couple of years when I've had personal trainers or coaches. It's like, yeah, and we're gonna communicate with you all week. We're gonna be on your case. I'm gonna be making sure that you're eating well, that you're getting yourself to the gym. I'm gonna make sure that you're accountable because they know that that's what you want. Then we're gonna have like 1 or 2 one-to-ones
like
each week.
Very, very enthusiastic and like get you on board.
What do you want? And we can absolutely do that. I can make sure that you lose 2 pounds a week. You've got to do this for yourself. And you think, do you know what? You are speaking my language. I'm on it.
Yeah.
And you literally hand over your £160 whatever it is a month.
Yeah.
And then silence.
Yeah.
Or
I don't have that experience.
Or they will go. Then they'll go, hi, just checking in. This is your like weekly check-in.
Yeah.
And it's like once a week, maybe twice. How are you getting on? And then you're like, okay. There isn't any like actual like
you want the momentum and like the enthusiasm to continue. Like I
actually want someone, like the reason that I'm coming to you is because I'm not accountable to myself.
Yeah.
So what I'm paying you for is to make me accountable. So if that means you messaging me every morning or halfway through the day saying, what have you eaten today? Send me a picture of your lunch. Are you at the gym? Show me what you're doing. Take a picture of that weight. That is the type of accountability that I need. I need someone who's saying to me, why are you only lifting 5s, even though I'm not with you, when I know you can lift heavier than that? Then when, I go and they actually look at my food diary, or if they've said to you, which most of them do, we'll make you a nutrition plan. Make me a nutrition plan then.
Not one that's for 20,000.
Every other person. Yeah. Because if you are telling me you're making me a nutrition plan, you've got to make me a nutrition plan. Don't
make it the copy and paste.
Yeah, and if you're saying, I don't have enough time, then don't tell me that. Say, I have nutrition plans that are catered for people who want to lose weight like you, or who want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But don't lie to me and tell me you're making me a nutrition plan, because that's not true. What I want you to do is sit down with me and say, what are you doing this weekend? And I can say, well, I'm going out on this night. I've got someone's birthday this night. Right, where are you going? I'm going to look at the menu and I'm going to give you 3 options I think you should have. Yeah. And
I think at the beginning when you need that help and that nudge, it definitely helps, doesn't it?
I just really think that I feel like that's almost what you sold.
I think it's just an oversaturated business.
I agree.
And I think it's very much oversold. So finding the right person for you is definitely like finding gold.
I completely agree. And I think what's so difficult about it is that every single one of them can sell you the dream. Because most of them have probably studied some sort of business or something. Or they've gone online and done a coaching class. And so they know that all you've got to do is say, I can do this and I can do that, and big you up and make you feel great.
Yeah.
And then next thing, you've signed up to 3 months at £200 a month.
Yeah.
And actually you're not getting what you actually want or need from it, but you've kind of been sold this dream.
Yeah.
And I just, my experience over the last few years has just been that time and time and time again. And even down to, sorry guys, I'm really on one and I'm ranting about it, but one of my bigger issues is that when I've had PTs, they'll be stood there on the phones.
Oh, I've never had that.
And they're not it's not like they're showing, right, she's done 12 reps at this, next week she can do.
Yeah.
They're like messaging or telling me about their personal lives, which quite frankly, whilst I'm paying you, no. If you want to talk about your personal life,
I think you need to go to the right place for starters. Because I go to Pure Gym, and you go to Pure Gym and some of them are terrible and some of them are all right. And I think obviously I know that that's the starting base, and they obviously go for the clientele and the training and all that jazz. But I started at Virgin, and then I had a triathlete train me, and she was a female. So I wanted a female to make me feel more comfortable, because I had to be showing the pictures of my body. I didn't want anyone seeing me like that. Yeah. Whereas she never made me feel uncomfortable. She had a really good military style. I could message her at any point and any time, and she was really supportive. She did do a plan for me. She told me the quickest way to lose it is this, and this. And at that moment in time, when you've got a girls' holiday, you're literally on the countdown, aren't you? So she has like a really good military style. Mm-hmm. I think like she checked in when I needed her to. She was asking me what I was eating. She was like sending meals over. I want to know exactly what you're eating. And also like she really helped me learn the equipment in the gym, because I was definitely not a gym goer before that time. But 2, also really learned me how to utilize certain machines for other exercises that wasn't
intended for.
Because I feel like sometimes when you go to like a gym that you're not familiar with, you're kind of walking around aimlessly going, oh, I don't know what to do, Whereas I feel like I can go to any gym now and be like, oh, well, they haven't got this, but I can improvise and do this instead.
Yeah, that's good.
And swap and change, which I probably wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't had her. And then my second, I had 2 trainers in COVID times because I put on lots of weight and I was trying to lose it, and it was all online. One was a female, was really, really good. She was really on it. She was really supportive, but then it kind of dropped off. So again, get it. But she was really good for like 6 weeks, and it was an 8-week plan. And I was thinking, towards the last 2 weeks when you want me to renew, that's the time to be like really pushing, but it didn't happen. So I was like, I'm not going to do this. Anyway, then I went with a male who I have used, like my friends have used him previously, and he was really good, really insightful, really did his research. Again, really hot on it. Very realistic, but at that moment in time, I didn't want realistic. I wanted to lose.
Yeah.
So my expectation in my head was lose, and lose quick.
Yeah.
Whereas his expectation was like, oh, well, if we lose a pound a week and this, that, and the other. And he was like, wanting to play the long game, which is absolutely the right way to do it.
Yeah.
And as a personal trainer, that's what you should be doing. However, for me, my personal situation, circumstances, I did not want to do that.
You wanted £6 a week,
honey. So not the right time. Anyway, came out of COVID, and now I've got I had our friend who was brilliant. Then she left, sadly. I was very sad about it. But then I got my new trainer who, well, I say new trainer, I've been with him for like 4 years now.
Yeah.
Probably 4 years, yeah. 3 years maybe. Who I bloody love. He's not just a personal trainer, he's a friend. And I feel like I can tell him anything. If I'm feeling like funny, he's not like, most people are a bit funny about periods and stuff. I can speak to him about my periods. I can speak to him about my cycle. He's very scientific. He does loads of research. He knows his stuff. He's like, oh, are you feeling this way? We'll take this vitamin. Oh, you're feeling this way? Take this vitamin. And he really, really educates himself on knowing what everything's for.
Yeah.
See, he's massive on blood tests. We all know that I'm not keen on a blood test.
No,
I'm not keen on needle. Yeah. So I haven't quite got that far yet. I hope one day I will be able to, so that I can learn more about my own body more. But until that happens, I'm kind of just going off what like science is telling me in general overview.
Get those vitamins.
Yeah. But it's a very, very big decision in finding a personal trainer.
I think so, because
it's personal.
I definitely need someone who's looking at my form, because if I can get away with cheating, I'll cheat.
Yeah.
Because if I'm tired and I'm like, oh, I've done 8 and you want me to do 10, then I will do a little cheeky, like, if I'm doing a lunge, maybe I won't go as low. And I need someone who is going to be like,
nope, drop.
Right, okay, we're going to do it again. Yeah, extra 2. And I know, I guess for them, maybe in their head, they're like, but that's on you. Like, if you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself. But I'm like, but that's what I'm paying you for, to make me not cheat. I'm paying you to make me accountable. I'm paying you to make sure that I want to lose
pounds. I'm not going to do that by cheating.
Yeah, and I know that. But obviously, I'm not good at being accountable to myself. So that's why I'm paying you, and that's what I need.
Yeah.
And so for me, I just think, I think it's really hard to find the right personal trainer, because you've kind of almost got to spend the money to find out that they're not the one for you.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying.
It is annoying.
Like, you kind of want...
You want to do a try before you buy.
Yeah, you do. And again, you kind of want 4 weeks.
I like going to the gym though. And what I used to do, I used to watch. So my trainer, I've known for a long time. I didn't know him. But basically one of my gyms that I went to, he was a trainer there and he trained other people. So I watched him with other people. And I was a bit like, oh, he's a bit scary. I don't think I'm going to train with him. And at first I was a bit intimidated, because he is very like built. He's like a bodybuilder, but then actually like he's just soft on the inside. And I feel like you need that sort of exterior, because actually it's like, oh God, I've been lackadaisy. And he's like, no, Liv. He's like, you said you wanted to lose X, Y, and Z by this date. Why have you not been doing it? Right, because you've been lazy. Right, well, what are you going to give to me then? Yeah. And he's very realistic. He's like, right, well, what are you giving me excuses for? You know what you want to do. You know how to do it. You know what I'm telling you is right. Just do it.
Yeah.
So he definitely, I think, because he's almost a friend, because he's a friend now, he almost gives me like a wake up call.
Yeah, which
that I need. Because you need those friends that tell you, like, actually, no, like, you're not looking after yourself.
Yeah. you need someone who really speaks to you.
Yeah, in
But
your language though.
That
like,
isn't just saying the same thing like, oh,
yeah.
you letting yourself down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, I
But
know.
but someone in a way that speaks to you, that you go, do you know what? Like, I really am. That motivates you to go, do you know what? This week I'm not going to carry on the way that I have been. Because I feel like when it just feels like a cardboard copy of the same thing that they do with that person, that one, you just think,
bored.
well, it doesn't matter because actually
you don't care.
I'm
You
just
want to take
I'm
my
just
money.
another number for you,
Yeah, exactly.
and you don't care about me.
Yeah.
And I actually think that's such a shame because the
It is,
turnover
yeah.
for people that they get must be
Yeah.
so high. And I think that a lot of the time, I know for me, and this is my fault, but I've looked at personal trainers' bodies and thought, okay, because I want to look like you, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Like with a man,
Yeah.
for example, like you look really muscly, like you obviously know how to eat, you know how to train because you've got that amazing body. So if you've done that to you, you're going to be able to do that to me. But and actually, they've not. They've all they've cared about is talking about themselves. They've been on the phone. They're not looking at my form. They've just got my money, and then I'm like, oh.
I think the one thing I would say about my personal trainer is, and because I've been with him for such a long time, and obviously it's not something that you're not constantly training for something. I'm not always training for a holiday or whatever. So you are going to have those dips. He knows when to back off and when to put the foot down on the acceleration. Really, so like there'll be swings and roundabouts. Like he's like, right, okay, you've been on holiday, you've had your fun, you've got 2 weeks off, right? You got these 2 weeks, make the most of them, because as soon as you get that 2 weeks, you're back in the grind. So he knows that like it's going to take me a little while to get my routine back, a little while to get into the swing of things again, and then we can start again.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be on a diet 24/7. No one's on a diet 24/7. That's so unrealistic. No. But then at the same time, you don't want to feel like crap. So you need to get the balance right. And I think he definitely does that for me.
Yeah, that's really good. But I also think it's knowing whether you need a personal trainer. You know, I've been going to the gym now for a long time, for many, many years. And actually, I know what I'm doing. So,
but do you ever have long breaks?
No,
I have long breaks, and not through choice, just through life being busy. Like sometimes I'm working 70-hour weeks, sometimes I'm traveling, sometimes I'm away, sometimes I'm doing stuff. Like I just sometimes just don't have enough time, and that isn't an excuse, but it's also real life.
Yeah.
So, and I need even that one day a week or that one day every 2 weeks, whatever it may be, because he just takes whatever I can get it. Basically it just keeps me accountable, my hand in, because then at least then I don't have to
definitely
think about getting back into it on my own.
Definitely. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? You've got to do what suits your life.
You are good though.
Yeah, I mean that's the
You're
thing.
so good.
For me, it is habit. I don't really go a week unless I'm on holiday. But even like when we were in Barbados, we went to the gym every single day.
That's mad.
Every day we was in that gym.
Yeah.
And we only did 20 minutes, but we just
did
kept
something,
us going and
made you feel better.
It just made us feel good. We'd literally go there and then go
change your whole mood, because it releases such endorphins. It does change your mood. Anyway, we've been speaking about PT for way too long. Sorry, guys.
But
it is definitely something that we needed to cover though, because there is so many people out there.
Definitely. And I think that there's loads of people that it's summertime, so you're thinking about trying to stay on track.
Look good.
Because you're going out, you're drinking a lot, you're eating a lot because you're socialising.
Listen, summer bodies are made in the winter, and that is a fact.
It's a
fact.
I think
it's so sad, because in winter you just want Chinese food or like junk food.
Yeah.
But it is actually.
I know, but in the summer you want to drink loads, and what does drinking lead to?
Well, I did nothing and then give myself 6 weeks to get in shape, which actually wasn't enough time at all.
But you're a 10-10, so no worries.
No, literally, we all broke ourselves for a beef, didn't we? But
we did.
We're back.
We're back. And I will forever probably be on a diet. I'll forever be losing weight and wanting to tone up.
It's girl life.
It's girl life. But do you know what? Actually, I actually can't imagine my life without it now. The thought of having a month, for example, without going to a gym or going on a run, I genuinely feel like my brain would be on the floor.
Yeah, same. I am same.
It just makes you feel so much better, even on days like
a week or two is like quite a long time for me. But the last thing I do, if I've had a bit, even that much of a break, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go.
I know.
And you fight yourself, but you know you feel better after it.
I know. And like I always say, get yourself in for just 10 minutes on the treadmill. Sometimes I'm like, I really don't want. So I'll go for a swim because I'm like, I love being in the water. I'm a water baby, cos mermaid.
You are.
But so I think, well, just go.
Saw you in Milan and your statue. We'll put a picture up. It was a woman in it like this, like a mermaid with all the tatters out and everything.
I know. I think I'm a mermaid, but the reality is when I'm in the sea, I am a bit scared of sharks. So don't think I am. I just like being a mermaid in the pool.
Yeah, but when you're really, really in the like depth of the sea, you don't really see many sharks.
That's true. And listen, with this little snorkel, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are listening to this pod, guys, get those gym leggings on, get yourself to the gym, and get yourself on treadmill because you'll feel loads better.
It's very true. Maybe get a PT, maybe don't.
And I might snip this and then play it back to myself a couple of times a week just to make sure I get my ass in there.
I'm sure you maybe have a half marathon coming up at some point. So
I bought some new trainers actually the other day, Hockers, because you recommended them.
Do you love them?
I haven't run in them yet. I only got them 2 days ago, but I am working on it. So I'm going to take them for a spin this weekend.
Take them for a spin. Yeah. You'll love it. Right. That's it, I think.
Catch up with us, guys, if you haven't already. So you can catch us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And we shall see you again next week.
Goodbye.